Hello and welcome to the Car Sim and Race Driver Show, and it's the countdown to Formula One as it starts this Sunday at 2:10 for the Austrian Grand Prix. And what I thought I would do today is to give you an idea of what the betting odds are for the drivers and see what chance they have of winning and what kind of money is available in terms of odds for the different drivers taking part. So I will quickly share the screen with you all so you can see exactly what we're going to be doing here. Here we are, here it goes. Now, the Austrian Grand Prix winner. Now, Lewis Hamilton, unsurprisingly, is the 2-1 favourite to win the race. Max Verstappen is also 2-1, considering he's won the last two Austrian Grand Prix. It could well be very, very good for him as well. Now, Charles Leclerc is down at 11-2, and Valtteri Bottas is 7-1. So there's quite a range of odds for the top 3 or 4 drivers there. But for example, there's the odds for people like Alexander Albon getting a classification, getting a point, 1-10. Alfa Romeo, 3-10. AlphaTauri, 4-9. Antonio Giovinazzi, 2-9. And then these are all the different odds of them going forward. But how about teams like McLaren, for example? We can look at that and see exactly where they are. They are looking at 2-5 and 7-4 for, it looks like, gaining points and then not gaining points. So it's quite an interesting one to see exactly who is going to be doing well or not. Now, if I go back to the headlines as well, I will go on to back to the screen here. Who do you think is going to be winning the race? It's always good to hear your comments, so let us know what you think. And I'll quickly go on to Autosport. Here we are. These are the main headlines of the day. Mercedes are reinventing to manage Cowell departure. The Mercedes Formula One team boss, Toto Wolff, says that the company's high-performance powertrains division is reinventing itself to adjust for the impending departure of its longtime boss, Andy Cowell. Whenever there's a major engineering change, it can make a real, have a significant impact on the team. So they're making sure that they can be just as dominant. Mind you, in testing, Mercedes was very, very strong. So I don't think it's going to affect them that much in the short term, but we'll see how it goes for the rest of the season. But here is a big bit of news for Red Bull fans. Red Bull's Austrian GP hopes are boosted by a new Honda F1 engine. So Red Bull's hopes of taking the fight to Mercedes when Formula One returns in Austria have been further boosted by an upgraded power unit from engine partner Honda. Now, at the Australian Grand Prix, when it was called off just before the cars left the pit lane, all the teams were free to bring new car and engine packages to the Red Bull ring. And speaking in a team preview, Red Bull boss Christian Horner said that Honda would be bringing what was its original second version of the power unit to the Red Bull ring. So we have an engine upgrade as we essentially introduce what would have been engine number 2, which becomes our first engine, he said. So in all aspects of the car, there's been an awful lot of work to go into it, and it's been a race against the clock to get those updates onto the car since reopening the factory at the beginning of June. To be fair, Red Bull was very, very strong last year. That Honda engine is getting better and better, and I think it will do more than just turn a few heads. I reckon that could be a championship-winning car. I just have the feeling that Red Bull could be very, very strong, and of course, I still think that Vettel is going to be very, very strong. It's his last year at Ferrari. He's got nothing to lose and everything to gain, and I think he could go out there with a bang and maybe win quite a few races, and you never know, maybe even win a title. Now we'll go back to the headlines page here, and here we are. And a bit of good news for Williams Advanced Engineering, because they have won the Gen 3 Formula E tender. So in other words, they're going to be the manufacturer that are going to be building many of the parts for Formula E. Now, it's a growing part of the kind of motorsport and FIA divisions. It's in the news all the time. It's got a lot of races. It's getting kind of, I would say, probably stronger in terms of its competitive kind of outlook, and also the way that people watch it. More and more people are trying to watch it. And I think it is a lot better than it was when it started. But some good news for Williams that certainly needed it, that when they get, they're going to be producing the Gen 1 car battery system And now it's going to be, in fact, to be fair, the Gen 2 deal was awarded to McLaren, but the Generation 3 will be boosted to 350 kilowatts. I mean, when you think about it, a normal electric battery engine that goes in your Nissan Leaf is about 40 or 50 kilowatts, or possibly 60. This has got 350 kilowatts, which is the equivalent to 450 horsepower, which is pretty good going. And I'm sure Williams will be very happy to tender that deal and be able to make the required parts. So what will you be doing this Sunday at 2:10? Are you going to be lining up ready on Sky, of course, because it's the only broadcaster that is providing live access for all the races this year in Britain, and I think also in Europe. I think they've got certainly a pretty good contract there. If you're watching it on Channel 4, it's going to be about probably 3.5 to 4 hours later, so around about 6 o'clock, 6:30, that you'll get the recorded highlights. But I think it's going to be a fantastic race, and I'm very much looking forward to the start of the season. Hopefully, with all this nonsense that's been going on, with all this wokeness and F1 going kind of diving into diversity, let's hope that the racing is good and clean and fun, and that the politics stays well out of the sport. But that's all from me for this morning. I hope you have a wonderful week. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow night with our live stream with Andrew Marr and myself at 9 o'clock UK time, live on YouTube. Make sure you join us. And remember, you could be winning an amazing wall tile of Fangio and Senna. But you've got to subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure that you're in with a chance. So take care and drive fast and try not to crash. Bye just now.